Devin board jersey right now, and does it feel like home back in the Northwest?
Yeah, no, it's definitely good to be here.
So living in Pennsylvania now, right? Yeah, running full time. I don't know if you're living there, but kind of, right? I mean, you're racing full time there, right?
Yeah, I don't make it home as much as I'd like to. I'm only home, you know, a couple times a year, it seems like. So I was just happy to be able to make it home for this and get a race here at the Super Dirt Cup as an addition to it all. So yeah, it's been fun.
So when did you decide you were going to actually run the 8 car at home for Dirt Cup? Was this decided the whole time you were going to run this car?
Yeah, no, this was decided, you know, back towards the end of last year, beginning of this year. We kind of sealed it all up, got it on our schedule, and back with the 23 team, you know, and they were cool with me coming out and running this and taking the weekend off back there. So yeah, it was definitely exciting. So it's been fun.
I bet Dad's happy to have you here, the whole family. I mean, all the generations of Wardens in the pits, and
yeah.
You got to run Elma. The crowd was so excited to see you running Elma, and then here at Dirt Cup. Luck hasn't been the best, but you're still sitting, what, like 14th in points we talked about, right?
Yeah, we're 14th in points. Definitely not where I'd like to be, but I don't know. Hopefully we'll make the most of it. We kind of threw the kitchen sink at it tonight. So hopefully we're fast and pick up a little speed and make something happen. So yeah, definitely hasn't been as good as we wanted to, but I think hopefully we just got our car better tonight and pick up what we've been lacking. So
yeah, the track conditions looked close to the same each night, but it was definitely a little bit more on the dry side the first night, and you know, you get into stuff, huh? Yeah,
I mean, we've been really good qualifying. You know, well, we were 11th and 9th, which I know it's not great, but I feel like we're right there. That's where our points have that's where we got the points. We just haven't been good come feature time. So track slicks off, and we're just not where we need to be. So yeah, like I said, we kind of threw the kitchen sink at it tonight and see if we can get any better.
That should put you at 3rd or 4th in the heat race?
Yeah, we're starting 3rd in the heat race. So they say the winner goes to the dash. So else things fall our way, you never know. We could end up in the dash. So
yeah, so it's not a loss yet, is it?
No, it's not a loss yet. We're actually, you know, it could be a lot worse. So.
And then let's talk real quick. I mean, Pennsylvania, I mean, won the track championship last year at Port. That's pretty damn cool, huh?
Yeah, it is. Definitely, I don't know, kind of like a dream come true, you know, to be able to obviously race back there, and, you know, to win a championship is even cooler. So I always watched Port Royal back when I was racing here, you know, on a week-to-week basis, watching, you know, Anthony Macri and, you know, Lance DeWeese, and just all those really good guys back there. And then to be able to go back, race wing to wing with them, and even beat them at times is pretty damn cool. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely been fun. We're just trying to work at getting better each and every night, you know. So.
And before you came to Elma, you basically ran every night, because you ran Ohio, then you went back and ran the 2 nights in Pennsylvania, and then took a red eye or something. I don't know when you flew out, but it had to have been crazy, because you got here enough time to run, to even check in, enough time to check in at the pit gate. So that must have been some not much sleep going on there.
No, not at all. Yeah, I was probably a couple days there without any sleep. It was a lot, but yeah, I flew into Seattle and literally went straight to the racetrack there. Well, I think it was Sunday. Dad luckily kind of had the seat mounted and everything good enough to race, so we made it work, and kind of this last week got everything really perfect and kind of how I wanted it. So we were able to come up here. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, and then Pennsylvania Speedway, right?
Yeah.
Next on the agenda after you get into A-Main tonight.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, next I'm flying out Tuesday. Actually race Wednesday, racing Speedster Wednesday, and then Friday's 10 straight nights of racing.
Awesome.
In 10 days. So.
Well, we'll be tuned in.
Got a busy schedule. Yeah.
All right. Well, good. Trey Stark shows it right now. Well, let's start. I don't know how we start this interview. You haven't had the best Dirt Cup luck, but man, you were quick time the one night. Top points going into the main event. What else? Last night, once again, high in points. After everything you've done, you're still 8th in points, and you're on the pole. You win that, and you're still in the scramble right where you want to be tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to know that there's a chance to salvage. We've obviously had speed. We just, man, I just can't avoid the messes, I guess. I mean, there's been a lot of carnage. I just try not to be a part of it, but we seem to get caught up in it. So yeah, we're going to do our best to pick up all the pieces and make the most of the position we're in right now.
Did you analyze? I mean, I know you've been working on race cars. I think you're on number 3 or something, right? Is that what I hear?
Yep. Yeah, we're on. Unfortunately, we're on the 3rd night in the 3rd different race car. Not where you want to be, but all of our stuff we've either owned for a long time, or I mean, it's all similar stuff. This is actually the oldest car in the stable, and so I've driven it a lot. It's got a lot of laps. I think it'll be just fine, but yeah, we've been a lot of long nights. You know, my brother in Dallas has been working really hard, as well as my grandpa and my dad. So we're gonna, like I said, we're fresh. I mean, it's a new night. We're not down anything. This car's as good as any of the other ones, so I think we got a good shot. All
right, and then have you analyzed, like, was there anything you could have done different on any of these incidents?
I think so. The first night I just got a little too excited. I had a big run, and a guy in front of me made a late decision to go to the bottom, and I just had too much speed going into the corner. I was already committed. And then last night, I know Jesse pulled a big wheel stand and then set it down, and I think he said the car shut off. And I didn't expect him to slow down that much. I got on the brakes as hard as I could, but we just barely clipped his right rear, and then it really kind of shot us off into the wall there. So we were lucky to be able to make repairs enough to get back out and salvage the points we had, but the car was in a heap. I mean, it's insane that it actually even rolled around there in as rough a shape as it was in. So, but I'm glad we were able to get back out and make the points up and put us in a good position for tonight. So, I guess there's a silver lining to everything.
And if anybody knows how to get around Skagit Speedway, it's you. Currently got I don't know how many wins you got this year already in this, and in 360s, Sportsman, 410s, and then last year, I mean, you've got a lot of wins here. So if anyone knows how to get around, to you. Who'd you like to thank for sponsors?
Yeah, T&C Concepts, LB Fab and Truck Repair, J&J Auto Racing, builds great race cars for us, Fisher Racing Engines, AL Driveline, Newland Bar Service. A lot of good supporters here for us that allow us to have enough equipment to pull the 3rd car out on the 3rd night. So if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. But I am glad to have the opportunity to where we can, you know, keep fighting each night, put on for the local crowd around here. I know it's, you know, every year at the big races, it's, you know, we're getting the local crowd's getting better and better. The competition's getting better here on a local level. So we really want to try hard to be able to support and show out for the local fans. Yeah, what a story it would be if we could end up towards the front tonight after all that. But I think we got as good a shot as any. We're in a good position to put us in the full shuffle. We had a pretty good run up through the full shuffle last year, so I know it's doable. Yeah, we're going to give it our all.
I guess one more question for that. Let's talk about the growth of the 410 division here. Did you envision it growing this fast? Because, you know, a couple of years ago there wasn't that many. It was Trey and a couple others, right? And look at now.
Yeah. I mean, the guys here at Skagit, Kevin and their whole team, I knew it would gain traction at some point just because of how much effort they were putting into it. It's just, you never know how long it's going to take, to get people on board, because it really built it back from nothing. I mean, it was predominantly 360s around here for as long as I can remember, and then after, you know, Skagit dropped their 410 local division, it obviously didn't get any better. So the amount of work that everybody here at Skagit Speedway and just everybody in the Northwest racing scene has put on to grow this class has been amazing. I mean, it's the best place, I think, within 2,000 miles to run locally as far as payout. And yeah, I've been really impressed with the competition level this year. There's a lot of good guys in this class, and it's really growing to where I think they envisioned it. And I think it's only going to get better for here. So really, really bright future from here on out for Skagit Speedway, for the 410 division, and just for sprint car racing on the West Coast, let alone the Pacific Northwest. So yeah, it's a really exciting time for sure.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
This is Sean, you're the Cali Dirt Video. Cole Macedo joins me right now. Well, so 5 days, you got a win, and the championship there was a good 5 days, huh?
Yeah, good confidence builder for us and my team, and Tulsa Motorsports. It's always good running good in this car.
And then coming up to Dirt Cup, I know last night was kind of a weird night, huh? How many times has that happened? The fire bottle went off, is that what I saw?
Yeah, we've had some stuff go our way and then some stuff that hasn't, but luckily we've done our job for the most part and had accumulated some pretty good points and whatnot, and I think we line up 7th, so start on the pole of the heat and hopefully it gets going. But yeah, weird deal. I thought I was gonna catch fire. You know, my brakes are sparking and I feel all wet and cold thinking it's fuel, and yeah, just a freak deal. One of them fire bottles malfunctioned and probably hurt a really good night, so is what it is.
Is what it is. But tonight, I mean, starting on that pole, this is a new format this year, or a new, where the fans get to see some more racing on Saturday night. So you win tonight in the heat race and you're set up right where you want to be, huh? Yeah, for sure. Just getting into that pole shuffle or whatever it is. I think it's actually qualifying this year, but yeah, just getting into that is huge. You know, you can kind of, you know, pick off a couple rows there, and if you could start in the, you know, first couple rows at this race, I think that you got a shot. You know, I think that our race car is good enough that we could be able to drive by them guys up front, and yeah, hopefully some stuff goes our way and we're not caught in the work area 3 or 4 times like we have the last couple of nights. Who'd you like to thank? I mean, you've got a great team behind you, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Drew Warner, obviously my crew chief, Nate and Kobe have been working really hard. We've got the Kane boys here, Cole and Willie, you know, helping us out and getting us pointed in the right direction, and you know, it just takes everybody to be able to compete here at this race. There's a lot of really good guys here and a lot of really good teams, and the track's been phenomenal. Have a lot of fun here, coming here every year. So, but yeah, Tarleton & Son, Complete Parts and Equipment, Factor Kane Shocks, the Durst family, High Performance Lubricants, Bandy Associates, Team, Willwood Brakes, just a long list of people that keep us going up and down the road. Can't thank each and every one of them enough. And then I think there should be a game that the fans play, is where will Cole show up tonight? Yeah. Because we never know where you're going to show up in that 16 car, the Abe Riven car, or the 21 car. I think you flew all the way across the country to show up at Medford, right? Yeah. I actually fly out of here tomorrow to head to Missouri to run the midweek show for the 16 car, and yeah, it's about every week I fly to somewhere and then back for the NARC race. So I definitely got my flight miles going up and up every week here. So. Are you gonna do a Pennsylvania Speed Week too? No. I got to get back for Chico next Friday, Saturday. So yeah, I'll fly out tomorrow and then I'll fly back Thursday to get here for Chico Friday, Saturday, and then I think I actually get a week at home. Wow. What are you gonna do? Yeah, maybe watch some fireworks. Maybe go race Chico. We don't really know yet. I know we got to run Petaluma on Saturday, but yeah, it'd be nice to get a couple days to relax and maybe play some golf or do some other fun stuff other than racing. All right, well, good luck tonight. Thank you, guys. This is Sean. You're in the Dirt Cali video. Drew Warner joins right now, and so Drew, how long have you been crewing?
I mean, I think pretty much my whole life. I mean, since I got out of high school, this has been my full-time job, so that had been 2013 or so, 2014, so yeah, a few years now. If people don't know, this is like my favorite guy to talk to in the pits. Like we have to stop. If I don't, it's like it's not right. So, right? Yeah, like, I'd say, yeah. The guy in the north, when he comes to the Northwest, you got to stop and talk to him. So come say hi to him, all right? But how long have you been with Tarleton? So a couple years now. I think 2021 or 22, I came over here and took over their program, and pretty much done a whole West Coast deal with them since then. And we've had a couple trips back east, and yeah, obviously these trips up north, and yeah, I really enjoy it. It's been a lot of fun. Probably pretty cool working with Cole, huh? Yeah, really cool. I mean, it's always fun to, you know, we're really good friends, and so it's always fun to have a, you know, good friend and good team like that around us. And I mean, same with the rest of our team. Nate, Kobe, we all get along really well. So we've had a lot of fun and we've had some success, and yeah, I think that carries over. And bringing the family, full-time dad, that's probably a whole new thing, bringing it all to it, huh? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I definitely I couldn't do it without my wife. I mean, I always kind of joke, I love my kid. I guess he's my world, but I mean, my wife does literally everything. I don't really truthfully know what it's like to be a dad, because she does it all for me. So it's really cool. This whole speed week and then coming here, having them here has been really fun, and kind of when stuff doesn't go your way, it takes your mind off it, and yeah, I enjoy it. Now, last thing, let's talk about your dad. You got in the Hall of Fame this year. How much did that mean to you guys? Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I mean, obviously it was really special to him. I mean, he's something he's worked for his entire life, you know, and I don't have a conversation with my dad that doesn't involve racing in some way, shape, or form. That's all he thinks about. It's all he eats, sleeps, and breathes racing. So it's really cool for him to get recognized that, and you know, all the success that he's had. And I definitely got some really big shoes to fill, but it's still cool. I mean, I really enjoy it, and I'm really happy for him.
So in Gold Cup this year and up here, are you going to really ramp it up so you can try to beat him?
Absolutely. I mean, I want to beat him more than anyone. Every time I unload, I definitely like to beat him. But he's tough. They got a really good team as well, and you know, it shows with their success they've had these past couple years. And yeah, but definitely, I'd love to beat him.
All right. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sean the Dirt, Cali Dirt Video.
Yeah, boy. Moving. Jeff, might not need to put it on so tight next time.
Ready to talk to yourself? Because we're hearing you. I hope Jeff listens.
We had one last year, the same fucking deal. I think you did that one too.
Maybe Jeff doesn't do it no more.
Yeah, maybe Jeff doesn't do it anymore.
I need to see catch proof games.
Is he gonna go straight in the rocks? Yeah. I ain't catching it. That's fine.
Okay, who's calling? Who's calling?
I'm calling this time.
Ready?
All right. That's.
What'd they flip? What'd they flip?
Hey up!
What do you think? Now I gotta go get $50 for you.
Or you can get me.
daughter when she wanted to start her master's.
Yeah, that's what I was saying like last night. Like you could have a really good first fucking night.
If I stay right down here, you'll probably hold me over it.
The beginning of July.
Rail that motherfucker up.
Hey, get my socks.
Oh, wrong camera.
Get the Jim Raper Memorial Super Dirt Cup. This is an event. Just like a lot of you guys, I was a second generation driver. There's some second, third generation drivers. There's been a lot of previous champions of this one. Third one. There's been a lot of you guys. There's got drivers here that have won this race. Not a lot of racers have won this race, and somebody tonight's gonna walk out of here with a hell of a lot of money, and we're very proud to be able to give it to one of you guys. I know that you know, we had some a little bit of issues with the transponder pickup. I spent a lot of time on the phone with you guys. Steve did a little bit. That's because there's a lot of money on the line, and we wanted to make it right. I apologize to you guys for a little bit of the confusion. The lineups are going to be coming down here right now for the heat races, and we'll be putting those up for you. One of the first things I want to talk about, while I have your best attention for the main event tonight, the A main event, we did this for the Outlaws last year. Each team, because it has become such chaos in the infield, we're going to issue each team 5 wristbands. 5 wristbands for each team. The driver doesn't need one, but each team needs to have 5 wristbands. We do not have a problem with teams that are maybe have 2 or 3 crew members passing their bands on to others, but you're not going to be able to go into the middle without a wristband or the media credentials. Did everybody hear that? Is that pretty clear? When the main event, when we have that main event lineup figured out, main, our crew, our staff that's been coming through you all weekend is going to be bringing you an envelope with 5 bands. Install those bands, and you're not going to get through the gate down here out into the middle unless you have one of those wristbands. We're going to have sheriffs, and we're going to have also our staff. I think I'd be more afraid of our staff, honestly. Any questions? Thank you for your cooperation on that. Want to talk a little bit about the pole shuffle. Pete may have to help me here a little bit. Pole shuffle tonight, we're going to have the 4 highest point cars that have already locked into the pole shuffle. 4 highest point cars have already locked into the pole shuffle. The 4 heat race winners are also going to end up in the pole shuffle. The 4 heat race winners are going to end up in the pole shuffle. The first race, first off, all 8 cars are going to go down into the infield to run the pole shuffle. The first race will be cars 7 and 8 in that pole shuffle. The 7th car, the car in 7th position, which would be the 3rd heat race winner, is going to get lane choice in that first heat race, or in that first pole shuffle, excuse me. From that point forward, the car coming out is going to have lane choice. The pole shuffles are going to be a green, a white, and a checker. The loser goes off, the next car will come on and get lane choice. Green, white, checker. There's one thing, you don't get a second chance on these starts. If you jump the start and either I or the other flagger decides that it was the one that was at fault, you're just going off, and we're going to go right into the next race. No second chances on this. We're going to work our way down through. When we get to the winner of the pole shuffle is going to stop on the front stretch, get a trophy, get a picture, maybe an interview, and you're going to pick your lane where you want to start the main event on that front row. Any questions on the pole shuffle?
Start on the back stretch or the front stretch? Front stretch.
The question was...
It's normal spot, normal heat race stop.
The question was, if you're in that pole shuffle, the start will be at the chalk line, exiting turn 4, not in the middle of the backstretch. Did you all hear that? The start will be exiting turn 4. Got a question today over the telephone about chemicals on tires during the red flag open red. Absolutely no chemicals of any kind. Water, WD-40, Simple Green, none of that. You can use a grinder, that's it. No chemicals. Any questions? No chemicals.
What about a torch? Can you use a torch?
You can use a torch, no chemicals. The question was, can you use a torch? You absolutely can use a torch. New cars. Winner of the full shuffle. No chemicals. Just going to wrap it up. Again, I want to say one more time, probably the most affected by the issue with the transponders was Jason Sowell. We talked to them, spoke with Casey, apologized to that team, but we did it right in the end. It's just that they paid the price. I don't like it, but we did it right. Does anybody have any questions? We very, very much appreciate you guys coming to this race. We got Blake Anderson here. Hold on one second, Blake, Pete. So we're going to have driver introductions for the A main, for the sprint cars. The midget drivers that I see here, you've already been spoken to at the pit meeting for the midgets. For the sprint car A main, we need to have all of the cars in order on the front stretch in double file formation out on the front stretch, and the drivers are going to make their way to the back of the grandstand. Blake's going to coordinate that. He's going to talk about that a little bit. But we're going to be doing a double file. We need the cars out there and the drivers around back so we can interview you coming through the grandstand, just like we did for the race last year. Good? Go ahead, Blake.
Hi guys, once again, thanks for coming to Dirt Cup. We greatly appreciate you guys being here. It's been a great event. You guys put on a great show all week. Joe's Speed Shop in Everett's fully stocked with over 125 of the top brands in racing with a heavy emphasis on driver safety. You can check out their huge selection of helmets, suits, and gloves and more in their store and online at joesracing.com. Tonight, please take your tires with you. We appreciate it. We've said it all week. If you have used oil, there's a used oil bin right here with the red top on. We just ask that you please bring your oil and put it in there. Don't put it in the trash can. Just put it in that used container. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you to the teams this afternoon that came to Fan Fest. We really appreciate it. That helps build this event and make this event where fans want to come here. And I've been mentioned all week, but from last year to this year, we put $15,000 in Saturday night's aiming, and little things like that Fan Fest help us continue to build this event and build that purse for you guys. The Dirt Cup winner tonight. First off, congratulations, whoever wins it. Second off, Jeff will pick you up at the scales right here and push you to victory lane. There we go, we're out there. You guys hit it. I'll guide you to where we want you to park on the grass and the angle that we want you at. I'll be down in victory lane to get you parked so we can get a good picture.
Just so you know, you're going to be pushed out turn one, and you're going to turn around with your stagger and go up towards the grass between the two fences, and you'll be pushed down along there. Our bike will take you there, and he'll be telling you. You'll see him when you get to the podium, where you need to be exactly. And then after that, our bike will take you all the way around here again and out this gate over here. Then your crew can come and get you from that point right there.
So we'll invite the fans down to the fence, cheer you on. We'll kind of park you at an angle towards victory lane, up towards the stand, so we get a great picture of you, kind of one of those memento pictures you'll want the rest of your life. Just a reminder, next week we are running 410s. We hope you can join us. We have the 4th highest purse in 410 sprint car racing right here at Skagit Speedway. Also, I know some of you guys we won't see for quite a while now. Hope you have the Sageford Skagit Nationals presented by Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts on your calendar. August 29, 30, 31 with Kubota High Limit Racing. $100,000 to win here at Skagit Speedway. For the rest of the meeting, I'll let Galen handle it.
I won't be race directing that one.
Oh, before I let you go, for driver intros, we'll have push trucks come around and pick you up and the golf cart pick you up. Please be ready when they're ready to pick you up and hop in with them. That's just going to help keep this event moving along so we don't have a long wait. But we really appreciate your guys' patience and working with us this week as we continue to build Dirt Cup.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Good luck to everybody. Thanks for joining us. Good luck.
Over everything. First race of Saturday night here at the Jim Raper Memorial Dirt Cup, and 2 former Dirt Cup champions, the 2015 and 2019 champs on row number 1, racing for a spot in the pole shuffle. Jason Sowald and Robbie Price are those 2 cars. Jesse Schlotfeld, DJ Netto, Tanner Carrick, and Nick Parker tucked in behind them in the 3rd row. Max Mitri, Evan Margison, and more. Cup 2024 underway on Saturday night. Wheel stand from Sowald down the front straightaway. Car bounces and bobbles, but stabilizes. He's got the lead into turn number 3. Sowald for a spot in the pole shuffle. Holds it right now. Price digging to the high side, looking for room around. Duck into the bottom, is coming through the back. There's Evan Margison making up some positions. Margison in the 99 hits the left front of the apron. He is after Parker in the 15. That battle a little bit further back in the pack at the moment. Victory in the 2XM racing his way forward. coming out from behind the clouds shows Jason Solwald leading the way with 4 to go. Halfway through heat race number 1, looking to put a big 18 on the Sharpie in the 5th spot for the pole shuffle. Solwald stretching his advantage. Good out front, Jason Solwald with 2 to go. See the bottom of that racetrack, not super smooth, but Solwald's been able to navigate it 1 and 2 expertly every time. There's 1 more lap to go. Spot in the pole shuffle looks to be all but sewn up for the Shaylin Ray Motorsports. Number 18, Jason Solwald gets the win and goes to the pole shuffle. Second goes to Robbie Price. Third to Jesse Schlackfeld. Fourth to DJ Netto. Fifth to Tanner Carrick. Sixth to Nick Parker. 7 to Max Mitri. 8 to Evan Margison. 9 to Axel Loudman. And 10th to Dustin Gary. Jason Solwald will be our 5th, digging for the best they can get. Coxon, Gordon, Borden, and Steele, Smith, Johnson, Taylor, Bernal, and Kuntz, the competitors. Rumble of the 410 engines into turn number 3. Dominic Gordon with the coming out party last night. Justin Cox looking to put him behind him and get to the pole shuffle. They're awfully tight off of 1 and 2. Gordon, the white with black number 10, rolls to the middle of the racetrack and stays right on the right rear tire of Cox. Big for the lead going into turn number 1. Cox a little bit better on the bottom of 1 and 2. Streaks away from him down the back straightaway. Cox and Gordon 1-2 starting to filter out and drive away from each other. As we'll go back in the field and take a look at the 121 of Steele, who is 3rd in the 8 of Devin Gordon, who is sitting in 4th. Now look at Chase Johnson in the 24 taking position away from Cam Smith. Smith getting down, trying to defend the bottom as Bernal coming up and looking to steal that spot away from the 17. Lap or 2 to get his rhythm, but now Justin Cox is flying, enjoying an advantage over Dominic Gordon that is 1.127 seconds long. For 3rd, here comes Chase Johnson. Sorry, make that 4th. Johnson in 5th and trying to find his way around Steele. Bumpity bump through the bottom of 1 goes Steele, but stays in the gas pedal and drives away that time by. Justin Cox rolls to the white flag. One more time by for Cox. Pole shuffle awaits for the driver. Out of Sacramento, California, the Bates Hamilton Racing 42X will make his way there. Justin Cox to the pole shuffle. Gordon ends up 2nd. Borden 3, Steele 4, Johnson, Smith, Bernal, Kuntz, and Taylor. Your unofficial finish. Cole Macedo, the 21T. Willie Croft, the 29. That is the front row. So far, the inside has been the dominant row. See if all the veteran guile of Willie Croft can change that. Eric Fisher and Greg Hamilton. Hunter Schurenberg and Shane Golobic in a loaded row number 3. 8 laps to decide. Pole shuffle position number 7. Excellent start for Macedo. Croft quickly crossing down low, trying to get to the bottom to protect. He'll hold on to position 2 for the time being as Hamilton sits in the 3rd spot with a whole bunch of race cars coming after him. We saw Fisher in the 26 and Golobic in the 17W really making some hay. Golobic has gone 6th to 4th. He's looking for 3rd and upset the running order here. Trying to pick up another position to get him further up that 8 event. Look at Schurenberg, 17, gets into turn number 1. Car hiccup is on him, and Fisher drives further ahead, I should say. That is third place Greg Hamilton in the 96. Shane Golovic in the 17W in fourth. Looking for opportunity to find his way by. Golovic half a groove lower than Hamilton coming through the corner. Races on for third still. You get a look at the Carlton and Son 21T of Cole Macedo ripping laps off here. Cole Macedo out cruising full straightaway lead on the rest of the field. There's Fisher in the 26, sitting fifth. Schoenberg, high side, got him. Schoenberg has found the top of the racetrack, first driver to do so. Can he come up and take the spot away from Golovic? Golovic still on the bottom, following Hamilton. There goes Schoenberg. One lap to go, and Schoenberg trying to make the charge as Macedo wins, rolling away from this. Second will be Croft. Third, Schoenberg. Yes, sirree, Bob off the top. Schoenberg found the top, found some speed, and drove forward. So Schoenberg, fifth to third in the heat race. That'll help his point score out. As he just got himself a better starting position in whatever main event he ends up going to. But we know that the 7th spot in the pole shuffle belongs to the 21T of Cole Macedo. Macedo wins, Croft second, Schoenberg third. All he's got to do is win this heat race, and he's got a chance to improve his A-main starting spot. He'll be guaranteed to be somewhere up in the first 4 rows of tonight's A-main event. Colby Copeland looking to play spoiler. Roll it into the gas out of corner number 4. We're green. That's the best start from the outside we've seen so far. Can Copeland get around Starks? He can! Colby Copeland says, I want to be the guy who spoils it all. He's your leader. Starks second. Youngquist and Thornhill racing for third. Starks gets up to the high side. He's got momentum down the back straightaway. Comes up on the back of Copeland. He's going to try to sail it into the top of 3 and 4. Copeland down low. Starks up high. Starks with momentum. Almost tags the rear bumper of him going into the turn. Now Copeland gets up into the middle of 1 and 2. Starks backs off it for just a little bit. He's going to have to make another run. Copeland finds the top of 3 and 4. Smart racer Colby Copeland. Still in the middle of 1 and 2. There's Starks. Down low he goes to within 2 car lengths on the low side of the racetrack. Copeland up high. Starks down off the bottom, looking for the lead off the corner. Can't get there. Halfway through. 4 in, 4 to go. Copeland up top in 1 and 2. Starks liking the bottom a little bit better. Can Starks figure out the low side of 3 and 4? Shows him a nose coming off the corner. Copeland's got it. Starks coming after it. Copeland downstairs to make the block on Trey. Trey's going to get back to the top side as quickly as he can. Back straightaway they run. Back down to the low side goes Starks. Copeland playing some hard defense here on Trey Starks for the final spot in the pole shuffle. 2 laps left. This time to the white flag. 1 more time around. Starks on the bottom, desperately hunting for something. Copeland just a half groove up in 1 and 2. These 3rd and 4th turns will decide it. Copeland goes up top, Trey down low to the line. Copeland's going to hang on and go to the pole shuffle. Colby Copeland with the upset on Trey Starks in the heat race takes the win, and the 5V will be the car chooses lane. We're going to show him 1 to go here. Macedo chooses low. Winner moves on. Loser starts 8th. Anticipation building here through the pole shuffle. A guy like Copeland, who was on the outside looking in, starting here, nothing but room to go up. Chance to really improve his starting spot for tonight's A feature. Copeland in 5V, Macedo in 21T. The first pole shuffle underway. Good start from Macedo. Sticks the bottom of 1 and 2. Copeland going up top, closes up the gap in a big hurry. Looking after him as he comes through the middle of the corner. white flag out in this 2-lap dash. Looks like Maceto's got it. Back straightaway, he's opened her up. And pole shuffle, round number 1. Cole Macedo moves on. Kobe Copeland will start 8th. Now, Macedo will on the 6th seed. The 6th seed is Justin Cox, and Cox has lane choice here for this 2-lap match race. Cox wants low. Macedo now. Bid to the high side. So Cox down low, Cole Macedo up high. We're green. Cox, a little bit of a handful down the front straightaway. Macedo's gonna have one big bid on him down the back straightaway. Gets narrow for a second. Forces Cox into the middle. Here's Macedo with one shot at him coming off the corner to the white flag. Cole still goes high. Cox down in the middle. Slider coming, thought about it. Downstairs the block goes Cox up and around the top, and Macedo at the end gets it! Cole Macedo moves on. Justin Cox will start 7th in tonight's A main event. Jason Solwald's turn to try to defend the 5 seed. So, Solwald, lane choice. He was the 5th seed, and he wants low. Macedo will have to do it from up high a second time. Off the corner. To the green. Solwald came a little bit up racetrack, trying to make Macedo think about it. Macedo digging up on the high side once again. Into the corner. Solwald bids for the top lane coming off the turn. Looks like it works well for him. Goes high in 1 and 2. Jason Solwald looking to defend. And this will stop the Cole Macedo roll right here as Jason Solwald defends. Cole Macedo advanced around and improved his starting spot to 6th, as now it is the 5-4 matchup. Corey Day versus Jason Solwald. Day in the 14, Solwald in the 18. Day is taking the bottom of the racetrack, forcing the veteran upstairs. Very few guys at Skagit Speedway as good as starts and restarts as Jason Solwald. And look at him squeezing Corey just a little bit. Day not going to be affected. He'll launch off the bottom and have the early advantage. Solwald off the top of 1 and 2. Gonna roll off the top of 3 and 4 to the white flag. Day looking strong though down low. Corey Day opening her up over Jason Solwald. Back straight away for the final time. And the bottom worked out perfect for Corey Day as Day moves on. And Solwald will start 5th. Jason Solwald starts 5th, and now it is the 4-3 matchup. Corey Day and Tanner Holmes, an established star on the national touring basis, and a guy looking to get right there with him. 2 of the young, bright spots in the sport gonna go after it here in the 3-4 matchup at Dirt Cup in the pole shuffle. 2-lap shootout. Day high, Holmes low. It's a good start for Corey Day. Day nosing, getting down, closing the door on Tanner Holmes into turn number 1. Day wants to move up to the 3 here. Right now, he's got to look at it. Holmes ripping the lip, trying to come back after him. Way up top in 1 and 2, but Corey Day down low and powering through Checkered flag. Corey Day moves on. Tanner Holmes will start 4th in tonight's A main event. Now the 3-2 matchup. Corey Day in 14 taking on the reigning Dirt Cup champion Justin Sanders in the 2X. Sanders chooses low. Day chooses high, or is forced high. Sanders trying to hold off Day. Into 1. Day doesn't get all the way up to the cushion. Gonna be a car length back of Sanders getting into 3. Day gonna ride up and around the top. It's still a car length between them. Coming into the last lap. Day goes down low in 1 and 2. Sanders skates across. Who's got momentum? Who can make it happen? Looks like it'll be Justin Sanders dispatching of Corey Day. So Day ends up 3rd. Many years ago, we established that the driver sitting on the pole of Dirt Cup would be known as the Dick Wilski pole sitter. This is for the Dick Wilski pole sitter up in the front of the field. Last year's Dirt Cup champion, Justin Sanders. Thursday night's prelim winner and the runner-up at Dirt Cup last year, Zeb Wise. 2x2 for the pole. We're green. Into the bottom of turn number 1. There's Wise with the early advantage, but boy, Sanders looking good, kind of sitting in the middle of the racetrack in 3 and 4. Wise trying to get away from him. They'll change lanes in 1 and 2. Wise up on the cushion, down the back straightaway. Opens it up, and off of 4. The boss's car wins the Dick Wilski Pole Sitter Award. Zeb Wise on the pole for Dirt Cup. Zeb Wise, the pole for Dirt Cup 2024. It's been a weekend for Zeb already. Sanders gonna be outside row number 1. Up 2 drivers out of this. 12-lap C feature will move up into the back of the B main tonight. It's Axel Loudman in 7-0. Levi Kuntz in 29K. 66 of Brett McGuy, the 1M of Mike Brown, and the 51 of Dustin Gehring as we fire it up and go to green. First Dirt Cup for a lot of these drivers in the 410 classification. And it is Kuntz with the 360, looking to secure that 360 bonus that we threw out for the weekend. Extra $500 to the top 360 finisher. And make a B-main at the same time. That'd be an awfully good accomplishment for him. Pat down a little bit for the rest of the race season as Kuntz and Outman right now your 2 transfer cars in the 7 level low. The guy in the 66, the 1N Brown. And Gehring in the 51. One of the few weekends that Gehring's only in 1 race car as he has both a 360 sprint car and a sportsman sprint on the normal basis. For 3rd, McGuy and Brown continue to work on each other, trying to move forward an extra spot. There's Brown sending it full up in the high side. Almost punts the back straightaway wall. Still working on McGuy. Ooh, contact down the front row. Both cars drive away. Brown continuing to try to work his way forward on this field. That right rear is starting to look a little bit wonky. I wonder if there's suspension damage there. It gets well enough through 1 and 2. Maybe he's just not taking the right line through 3 and 4. Comes off the corner, almost kisses the wall again. As we get another look at Levi Kuntz. Kuntz continuing to lead by half a straightaway over Axel Loudman. Guys continuing to sit 3rd. 29 finishes off. As we look at Levi finding the safe way around in turn number 1. Outman in second. The next time they roll by the flag stand, they'll see the white flag one more time around. So Levi Kuntz looking for the C-Main win. Down the back straightaway for the final time. And checkered flag is out. Levi Kuntz will move forward and into the B, along with Axel Loudman. Here at Dirt Cup, unfortunately for Brett McGuy, Mike Brown, and Dustin Gehring, their race nights are over. That also secures the 360 bonus for Levi Kuntz, an extra $500 in pocket for him. Semi-main events here at Skagit Speedway with the NARC co-sanction are brought to you by Star Property Management. Big thank you to Star Property Management. Restart coming. Back out. First turn, there's Carrick once again. Right rear, right on the high side. Coming after Schoenberg, and it's Smith making a bold move underneath Carrick, trying to take second away. As we'll have a yellow. Levi Kuntz that time in the 29K was the one who got up and rode the wall in turns 1. Hunter Schoenberg continues. Make their way into the third corner. Fourth attempt to start this time. Smith at the inside of Carrick looking for second. Exits the corner in the middle. There's Chase Johnson looking for the fourth and final transfer spot as Carrick goes down low to try to take away from Schoenberg. Schoenberg leads lap number 1. Carrick in second. Carrick looking to build momentum, chasing him down the back straightaway. Johnson is third. Cam Smith is fourth. Those are your current transfer cars. As just can't get this race up and going to green. Tyler Thompson in car number 7. Pointing at the inside guardrail. I do top inside. Margison can take off at the start of the blue paint here on the back straightaway. They have to maintain single file status all the way through the blue paint. Once they're past that, they can go high, they can go low, they can pass and do whatever. Green flag is out. Schoenberg going to the top. There's Cam Smith bouncing through the bottom, but he'll take second away from Carrick in the 83. Gets down to close him off. Now Chase Johnson trying to loop up and around the high side. Johnson looking for third. Carrick trying to get second back. Smith went third to second on the restart, but in danger of losing 2 spots now as Carrick gets down low and retakes the runner-up position from Smith. Across the nose he goes into turn number 1. Smith back to the bottom to try to fight him off as Johnson sitting in position number 4 is the final transfer spot. Underneath Smith as he wants to get off that bubble and secure himself at least one more position in this running order. That way if somebody surprises him from down the back, it doesn't cost him a spot in the A-main event. That driver is starting to make his way in the picture as Johnson in the 24 takes third away from Smith. Smith up on the high side of the racetrack with Shane Golobic about to announce his presence in this battle for the top 4. At 6 and 7, Max Mitry, 7 and 8. Max Mitry in the 2XM and Bud Kading as now the bid for the 4th and final transfer is on. Golobic through the middle on Smith. Smith trying to run the high side and make it work. It's Golobic down low, bounces through all the way up to the cushion, loses ground on Smith that time by. Back to the bottom of turn number 3 is Golubic. Approaching the halfway point here of the B feature. Smith comfortable on the low side of 1 and 2. Golubic long ways around, but lots of power in the 17W to follow him up and through. A car length and change back of Cam Smith in the battle of the 17s for the 4th and final transfer spot. Smith doing a great job of holding off Golubic so far. Golubic into the middle, coming off the 4th corner. Works down low a bit further, can't get her. Meanwhile, race is on as the 17 of Schoenberg and the 83 of Carrick are getting after it for the lead. The left side of your screen. Slider coming from Golubic for 4th. Couldn't finish it off. Smith with a great tuck under and gets right back underneath him. Smith knows Golubic's there. We're just over halfway, 11 in and 9 to go. Race up front, top 3 spots in the picture. Shane Golubic in 5th in the NOS Energy Drink car, trying to run down Cam Smith and get him, and Smith having a fantastic B feature, doing a great job in trying to hold him off. Golubic, 3 car lengths back, works the high side as Smith closing in on the back of Chase Johnson, and we got one around here on the front straightaway. That'll bring us to caution. It's Kinzer Cox. So Kinzer Cox in the 5 is running in position number 6. So just the hard charging Ryan Bernal was worked his way up to 6th. 7 laps to make something happen. On the restart, top 3, you've got a car with a problem, and it's Golubic. Golubic and the 17W, a problem on the restart. Right front tire has gone down. After Schoenberg, Tanner Carrick, Chase Johnson, and Cam Smith. Watch them down the back chute. They'll come into the blue. Hunter going to wait a little while this time and brings them back to life. That bid for the final transfer on already. Smith trying to hold off Bernal, trying to catch up to Johnson as Schoenberg getting away on the restart. Here we come for 4th. Looking low. Bernal downstairs trying to pick up the spot at the line. He's got it. Ryan Bernal has driven himself into the Dirt Cup A main event if he can hold off Cam Smith. Smith from the bottom, exits up on the top. They'll crisscross lines and trade positions again. Bernal from down low. Smith from up high. Bernal has it again for the 2nd straight lap. Cheats his way up to the cushion on the exit of turn number 2. Smith unable to drive back underneath him as we got one upside down hard. In turn 2, it's Lane Taylor. Of the wing, not attached to it. 5 to go. Hunter Schoenberg, Tanner Carrick, Chase Johnson, Ryan Bernal. Big move to the bottom by Johnson, who's looking to nose ahead of Carrick. Makes him think about going around the outside for just a second. As your 2nd place is going to change hands. Transfer spot might be changing hands. Cam Smith gets it back. Smith driving back into the final transfer. Front end flying all over the place on Bernal. And there's the big slider from Mitry trying to make his way in. Max Mitry slides Smith. He's got 4th. Smith now back to 6th as Bernal gets him on the bottom with 3 to go. Problem. Carrick slowing in the high groove. Tanner Carrick off the pace. His Dirt Cup looking to come to an end as the yellow flag is out. Tanner Carrick, who was running 2nd off the pace here in this one. Carrick right to the safety official in the corner.
Caleb, he's out of fuel.
Oh, wow. And they're going to stop the rest of this group on the back straightaway. Three laps to go, and here come the crews with fuel to put in the race car. So B main cars are going to brings us back to action. One car sailing her high around the high side. It is Cam Smith. Smith looking to get the spot back from Burnell. He will do so. So Smith back to fourth as the battle for the lead rages on. Time left to go, 2 laps as Chase Johnson, high side, working on Schurenberg. They roll to the white flag. Transfer spot no longer in question as Smith got away from Burnell a little bit. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Into the checkered, plunking forward will be Hunter Schurenberg, Chase Johnson, Max Mitry, and Cam Smith, Al Thompson, Bud Kading, Evan Margison, Nick Parker, Skylar G, Luke Didiak, Shane Golovic, Greg Otis, Tanner Carrick, Axel Loudman, Taylor Kinzer-Cox, and Levi Kuntz, the unofficial finish. Spread out 4 wide in Skagit Speedway just like you did before. From G all the way through A, from the grass all the way to the top of the grandstands, we need you up and on your feet. That last bit of energy you got in your lungs, time to expel it. Time to get loud. They've got 900 plus horsepower under the hoods, and it's time for you to get over the sound of the engines and make some noise. Dirt Cup 2024 on track. Let them hear ya. Justin Sanders looking for the repeat. Corey Day, Tanner Holmes, Jason Sowald, Cole Macedo, and more as they roll into turn number 3. And out of corner number 4, green flag. We go racing to Dirt Cup.
Zeb Wise will lead the field into turn number 1. Justin Sanders shoots up the racetrack. Here comes Corey Day side by side, and Sanders through the middle.
Wise into the corner, kind of rolling through the middle, not all the way up on the cushion. Sanders downstairs looking at him, but the first 500 go to Zeb Wise, who now gets all the way up the cushion in 1 and 2. And here comes Myers down the back straightaway after Sanders.
Zeb Wise starting to roll away as he...
It's a red on. And that's right up against the wall here.
Right in front of us in the kind of our blind spot. That's like Caden Steele, maybe? I saw Macedo. He's in...
Taking a look at the rest of it. Yes, Peter Murphy.
Caden Steele, yes.
Yep. I saw the all-black car and I went, Trey Starks again?
Oh, I know.
But
jeez.
It is not. It is Steele. So here, trying to get the clevis of through the hole of the birdcage into the birdcage. So right now, Smith going to be stuck. And we're going back to green with 1 lap in. Zeb Wise gets our first back straightaway restart coming.
We're underway. Zeb goes to the bottom and kind of protects that slide job as Sanders rips the high side. He gets the momentum picked up in the 2.
Day gets started back off in 3rd, working around the high side. Cole Macedo's worked his way to 4th, and he's on the bottom of the racetrack coming after Day. But there is Day up on the high side. We know how much he loves to ride the rim. Already within a car length of Justin Sanders as he makes the bid for second down low.
Zeb Wise already reckoned $1,000 in lap money as Corey Day into the 2nd spot, and now his pursuit of the Routine Racing 26 begins with 37 laps remaining.
Watching the battle for second between Day and Sanders. Sanders trying to not let Day get too far away from him, but Corey distances himself in the back straightaway, and he is on the hunt for Zeb Wise for 3rd. Cole Macedo catching up on the back of the 2 of Justin Sanders here. Macedo down to the bottom as you're looking further back in the pack. It's the 55 of Trey Starks working to the low side on Dominic Gordon. Starks closing in on the back of Justin Cox in the 42, but didn't get through turn 4 as well as he would like. and he'll have to back off and try again.
Little choppy down on the bottom. As you can see, Corey Day starting to rope in. Zeb Wise, 6th in the books and 34 to go. Lap traffic just in front of your leaders, and Day is right up on the fence off of turn 2.
We could be seeing our first race lead change coming up in just a matter of seconds as the back of the field imminent. For your race leader, Zeb Wise. Wise on the bottom of the racetrack, been a while. Day up on top, and they're coming up on Caden Steele. Steele running the top himself. Wise shows himself down low. Day makes the adjustment to the bottom. 4 as they both loop around Schoenberg.
Hunter Schoenberg off the pace of the infield. Zeb goes to the middle and up to the high side, and now starts to pull away from the 4C's Construction 14 of Corey Day with 32 to go. And yellow gonna fly for 100% Hunter Schoenberg.
Chance for everybody to slow down and reassess, and Wise forced off the bottom of the racetrack for the first time, getting up to the high side, right where Corey Day was trying to track him down. Schoenberg, who is all the way deep in the field, you saw him. He was just about to be lapped before he started slowing. Caution lights out here on the racetrack.
Hunter Schoenberg in the Josh Ford Motorsports number 17 car, Power Rye 410 winner this year, and former All-Star full-time competitor.
Lights. Sounds like ready to go out around the racetrack the next time by.
Former Dirt Cup champions inside. Car-Mart USA pace truck back into the infield. Blue restart zone on the backstretch will bring us back to power. Caleb Hart.
Zeb Wise picks her up early. Green flag out. Here comes Corey Day on the attack, riding the rim through 3 and 4. Now they've got to complete this lap for it to be a completed restart. As Day down low, nosing ahead, but Zeb doesn't panic. Drives back around him in turn number 2. Now Day up to the top, Zeb back to the bottom, coming out of 4. Race for the lead is on.
Zeb Wise will lead another one. Here comes Corey Day to the inside, slides up across the nose. Wise cuts underneath him and takes the lead right back.
Each time Day's thrown a move, Wise has had the counter punch. Does he have it coming out of 4 this time? He does again, but it's awfully tight between 1 and 2. Wise this time blocks the slider from Day coming through the corner. Day with the big momentum getting into 3.
Wise knows the slider's coming. He'll dive him back underneath when Corey Day leading the line. No, Zeb Wise has it line by a nose. He'll slide up to the cushion in turn number 2. Bounce off and Day to the inside. Corey Day to the top spot at lap number 11.
Was that the pass? Is it going to stick? It sure looks like it's going to do it. And on lap number 12, we got a new race leader. Corey Day going to start racking up the lap lead money out in front of this field as Wise now gets to be in behind him and chase out in front of this field as Wise now gets to be in behind him and chase for a little while.
Jason Solwald now pressuring Justin Sanders for 4th. Solwald to the inside. Here's Justin Cox as well. Justin Cox going to challenge Solwald for 4.
Solwald down on the bottom, and like you and I have both said, if there's a good low groove, Jason Solwald going to be really good with it. He's at least into the middle there through 3 and 4 with Cox all over him, trying to crack his way further onto this field. Sanders way up and around. Solwald already standing the wing up just a little bit, coming after him in the bottom of 3 and 4. There's your race leader, Corey Day, in the lap traffic. Day putting Steele a lap down as he rides the rim coming out of turn number 2.
Corey Day's lead at 1.5 seconds and starting to pull away. Is that Wise under pressure from Cole Macedo? Macedo to second. No. Wise hangs on to the spot at the start-finish line. Macedo back down to the inside. He'll slide up and, Wise has to grab the brakes to dive to the inside.
He's got all the power, though, coming back after him on the bottom. He'll move to the inside, come up, take the line away. Good crossover move by Macedo. Wise might have slapped the wall. Macedo's got second to the line and trying to get away from him. Here comes Solwald into the picture.
Boy, that wall off turn 4, Caleb, comes at you quickly. Watched some heat races over there last night, and man, it jumps out at you. Zeb Wise now under pressure on the podium spot as we close on halfway. 22 laps remaining, and Zeb Wise under fire from Jason Solwald.
Jason Solwald wanting the top 3 here, using the bottom just like the veteran. So good at doing, and he will make the pass and into 3rd. Macedo right in front of him. Solwald's coming for 2nd.
Jason Solwald making the bottom go. 3 wide for 3rd. Oh my, Zeb Wise to the middle. Get him 2 spots on turn 4.
Look at that, right through the Don. Zeb Wise just found the middle and showed the boys where it is. Macedo back after him. Solwald trying to come after him as traffic is heavy in front of him. Wise trying to get clear. He is in second, bringing Macedo with. Can they track down Corey Day, though, in front of this field?
Corey Day's lead at 2.13 seconds off of turn number 4, and thick lap traffic for the Four Seas Construction 14 with 18 laps to go. Can Corey Day become the first father-son to win the Dirt Cup?
Ronnie won it back in the day. Here comes Corey. Look out. That nose was in danger for just a couple of seconds as Max Victory came up racetrack. There's Neto in front of him. Heavy traffic for Day. Day going to go splitting through the middle to put 2 more cars a lap down.
Wow, Corey Day with some close calls in lap traffic. Talk about an 18-year-old up on the wheel. 16 to go for Corey Day. But lap traffic starting to thin out in front of him. His lead at 1.82 seconds. Zeb Wise chopping into it.
And Wise has distanced himself a little bit from third, fourth, and on back as Macedo dropping away. So Wise straight up. I'm coming for the lead. He's not worried about playing any defense. Solwald lost a couple of spots in that exchange as well. Day, Wise, Macedo, 1, 2, and 3, and we're watching to see if Zeb Wise can track down Corey Day. He's within a straightaway of him, but needs a little bit of help.
The advantage that Corey Day has is 5 lap cars, or make it 4 lap cars, sit between himself and second place Zeb Wise. Wise getting aggressive, but the hourglass starting to run empty. Caleb Hart with 13 laps remaining for Corey Day.
And Day is in rhythm too. Other than that little hiccup where he had to hit the brakes for just that 1 second, he is just steamrolling, making consistent laps up and around the outside. As you watch Colby Thornhill's 19 battling with the 55 of Trey Starks as they're racing inside the top 10, but not making any progress on one of those high finishing spots like they're looking for.
Colby Thornhill up to the 8th spot, now going after Colby Copeland for the 7th spot. Laps starting to wind down and thick lap traffic picking up once more for your leader, Corey Day. This time by Corey Day will be 10 laps to go for the 14 car and $62,000, the carrot in front of him.
That's a really fast car that he's having to get around in the fact of Tanner Holmes, but you can see it. He's got a whole straightaway on Zeb right now, and he'll go to Slide Job City to take Holmes down. Holmes gets right back underneath him, breaks the momentum for Day for a little bit. Wise is trying to close, but boy, Corey Day just so strong in putting it to him.
Zeb Wise cut a second off of Corey Day's advantage that last lap. With 9 laps, or make that 8 laps remaining, Zeb Wise is going to have to find another gear. He cut 0.6 off that last lap.
He's coming in on the top. There it is, Day that we're watching in the black, red, and white 14, working there 3 wide ahead of him for a second. Has to hesitate getting into Johnson. Devin Borden in the 8, Robbie Price in the 21, ahead of Corey Day. And here's where Wise can really chop into this if he can make some ground.
Zeb Wise is going to have to keep putting the whips through, as Tony Bachhoven would say, because the hourglass starting to tick empty. He is 2.3 seconds back, and Corey Day is slicing through lap traffic to find that clean air.
Corey Day coming into 5 laps to go. We'll split screen them so you can see Day and Wise, and yes, Day has narrowed it up a little bit. Day goes way up top to get up and around Price. Wise, I said, should try and narrow it. However, we're down to 4 to go, and those laps go really quick here at Skagit Speedway.
Zeb cut 0.7 off, but lost 0.2 that last lap as Corey Day starts to cut through that traffic and see a little bit more clear track this time by 3 for Dale, 3 to go for Corey Day, and Dirt Cup is right in front of him.
Day up, right rear on the cushion, bounces right off of it, drives around Johnson, drives around Golovic. He's coming into 2 to go. Corey Day sniffing, 62 grand in the Dirt Cup win as we're down to just 2.
His father, Ronnie, captured his Dirt Cup win in 2000. In the 52 runnings of this event, no father-son has ever won Dirt Cup, and this time by Corey Day is 1 lap away from becoming the first son to ever join his father as a Dirt Cup winner.
A perfect 0.3 miles is all he needs into the back straightaway for the final time. Off the cushion in corner number 4, 2024 Dirt Cup champion, Corey Day. To the line in second, Zeb Wise. A great race for him, but not where he wanted to be. And coming home third, Cole Macedo, Justin Sanders and Justin Cox, Jason Solwald, Colby Thornhill, Dominic Gordon, Colby Copeland, and Jesse Schlackfeld, your unofficial top 10.
Shane Golovic from 26th to 12th. And Caleb Hart, we did not need a fuel stop. How about that?
Thank goodness.
We thought we would. Race fans, if you're on your way out, thank you so much for joining us. If you're going to join us in Victory Lane, we invite you down to the fence line and all around the fence line around Skagit Speedway over in 3 and 4. Come down to the fence because after Victory Lane, we're going to roll Corey Day between the two fences, and we invite you down to that fence line to greet him as he rolls out of Victory Lane.
Come on down. Yeah, come on down to the fence line for Victory Lane. Help us appreciate Corey Day like we can. We're going to see him 68 days from now at the Sagefruit Skagit Nationals, trying to take even more money home. Day leads lap 12 through 40. Corey Day. $29 laps led. That is $14,500 to tack on top of his $62,000 payout. It is $76,500 at least for Corey Day in Victory Lane. Now the last thing that has to happen, he has got to scale across the pad. The green light has to come on. Green light on! Corey Day wins. The celebration's gonna be big for the youngster out of Clovis, California. And again, he is coming all the way around into Victory Lane, up here on the grass. And we want you guys down by the fence line to help us celebrate. How's that for a visual? Fireworks continuing to go off in the background. And now out of the car. High fives.
Climb on that wing, boy. Good job, boy. Good job.
Hugs and more. Part of the first father-son duo to be Dirt Cup champions, Corey Day. There's Shane Bowers, noisy crew chief down in Victory Lane. Enjoying the fruits of his labor here tonight. Down in front of the fans, with all his family and everybody who have been cheering him on. Corey's got to get to Victory Lane, and then, folks, he'll be ready to sign a whole bunch of autographs. Gets the handshake from Blake, and he'll make his way to the top step where Eric List is waiting with your Dirt Cup champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of your 52nd annual Jim Raymore Dirt Cup, Corey Day. He has taken home probably north of $70,000 tonight, plus the first father-son duo to win Dirt Cup.
What do you think, Cali Dirt? The outro on the back camera? Woo, perfect.
Hell yeah. Were you with Ronnie when you won here?
No. I was here, but I wasn't. Now what you gotta do is while you're here, you gotta put both of them in front of the trailer.
On each side?
Yeah.
Look at that, he's doing one hand.
You're not huffing as hard as I am. Yours must be lighter than mine. Dude. Oh, man. No, you already won plenty of money today. I only do voice money. Alright. You gonna be here in August? Be here in August. Fuck yeah, you better be. We're continuing it then.
Yeah. When I used to go by Warner, I used to say, "Where's the hip hop? Hip hop going?" You know.
Cole's got the hip hop too. I don't know. Alright.
All right, the only father-son duo to win the Dirt Cup, huh? We saw. Did you see the picture yet? Kubota posted the picture of you and your dad at Dirt Cup.
Shit, I haven't seen it. My phone is dead. I'll have to get on there and find it. But yeah, super cool. I wish Dad could have been here this weekend. Had to stay home and work, so Mom came and just awesome. So cool, man. Just tried so hard at this for the past 2 years and fell short. So it feels really good to get done.
So the other question I have before we get into this interview: did you have a peanut butter sandwich today?
I did not, but I had a Red Bull.
Oh,
Red Bull.
Wasn't it peanut butter?
Red Bull sponsor me.
Wasn't it peanut butter sandwich last year?
It was. It's kind of changed.
But I guess it changed, right?
Yeah. So the Red Bull stayed. It's been peanut butter and Red Bull since last year.
Okay.
Peanut butter hadn't been working that good, but the Red Bull staying strong. So Red Bull, hit me up.
All right. Talk about that race, and then here comes Peter.
Talk about that race.
Peter's going to interview. Peter going to interview. Talk about that 40 laps. You started there, what, second? Third? Third. When at one point you decided it's Corey Day go time, huh?
Yeah, man, I feel like I've been too nice these past couple nights. Just, followed Thornhill there on Thursday and, had chances to pounce and just didn't, and it bit me. And then, last night had our other difficulties, but just told myself, for that feature, no prisoners, man, just to go after it. And, I mean, I get scared, leading laps. My biggest fear is to lead a bunch of laps and then get, past at the end because not knowing where to be. But, I knew my race car would be good around the top. I knew the top, would be good. So just pounced on those guys, man. Zeb was running the middle of 3 and 4, and the top cleaned off, and I went up there as soon as I could, and got my run, and raced with him for a couple laps, and my car was just awesome, man. I was able to just get under him down, off 2 down the back straightaway, and block myself in 3 and 4, and drove away with it. And, it was really good through lap traffic. I pride myself in getting through lap cars really good. So just awesome.
I talked to some of the other drivers, and they're like, there's the Corey Day line, and then there's where everybody else runs.
Yeah, man, I just
still going. We're still doing it.
Still going. Yeah, there's just something about this place. It's the dirt's fluffy up there, and it's really forgiving, and my race car's really good up there, and I guess that's just where I'm comfortable at, hammering the fence. So yeah, pumped. The track was awesome this weekend. Huge good job to the Skagit track crew, and just yeah, pumped, man.
So who'd you like to thank?
Long list. You know, we got a lot of people here this weekend, West Coast race, so a lot of our guys were able to make the trip and get off work. So HP, Eddie, Preston, Jason wasn't able to make it, but he's gonna have to stay home, and he's been here these past 2 years, and we haven't been able to get done. So he wasn't here. Jason got
I like you always tell people you're not very superstitious, and then when we talk, we're talking about Red Bull, we talk about peanut butter sandwiches. Now your dad stays home, and and Jason's staying home.
Yeah, not superstitious, but some things make a difference, I guess. But no, Eddie, Kenny, Stefan, Jordan, Shane, Preston, I already said Preston, just, you know, big group of guys that were here this weekend. My cousin Keith was able to come out, and he's going to spend the summer in the Midwest with us, so that's cool. And yeah, just long list partners, Sencal, All-Star Performance, Autry Plumbing, Factory Cane, FK Rodden, Smith Titanium, System 1, Driven to Save Lives, Myers Instructors, Four Seas Construction, just, you know, long list. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of people. Pella Motors, but yeah, a lot of people that believe in us and help us get these races.
I guess the one other thing I'm going to end with, because I haven't heard this anywhere else, are you going to do any more pavement racing?
I might. It's a little classified, I guess.
Okay.
You'll have to see.
All right, well, we'll stay tuned.
Thanks.
Congratulations, and always great talking to you. We'll see you back here in August.
Yes, sir.
Sean, you're in the dirt. Cali Dirt Video. Right now, night 3 of Dirt Cup. All right, so second place last year too, or I know you were in the top 3 last year too.
Second.
What do you think? What could you have done? Corey kind of went around you there. What could you have done?
Honestly, I don't really know. Being the leader there is kind of tough because I really wanted the middle to work. I was trying really hard to make it work like I did on Thursday, but just wasn't working like I wanted it to. And I knew Corey had to be running the top for him to be able to get those runs down there 1 and 2 and slide me. And by that time, it was too late. He had a lot of momentum built up, and I was playing defense at that point. And once he got to the lead, I knew it was going to be pretty tough to get back by him without a caution or something to at least get us punched back up, because it's hard to, he runs it hard, really hard, on the ragged edge all the time, and you know, that's hard to beat when he's up in clean air.
And the high side, it's just something about him, huh? He's just, I don't know, man, it's just something about that high end, huh?
Yeah, he runs it really, really hard. I mean, he's on the edge of disaster almost every lap, and but there's not many people that can run that hard and hold it together for 40 laps. So props to him. He ran a great race, and I let Cole slip by me there, and almost actually Solwald got by me too. Got them both back in 3 and 4 through the middle, like I wanted the middle to work, and but at that point, you know, it's too late. Corey was pretty far ahead at that point, and just got a little bit too far back. But second 2 years in a row is that's hard to swallow. But we'll come back next year and try again.
You know, it is cool that you come up here. You know, I know obviously Kevin's up here, and it means a lot to your team and you and Kevin and everything for you guys to race this. Talk about that and this whole event in general.
Yeah, I think that honestly is what makes it stings a little bit more. Like, I really want to win this race for Kevin and Monica Radine, and you know, everyone at Radine. You know, John Hager is a part of this racetrack, and Hager Realty is a sponsor on the car. So there's a lot of people here that, you know, obviously want to see this car on the top step, and it's unfortunate that 2 years in a row we've been 1 step down, but you know, we'll keep trying, and I feel like, you know, every year we're obviously right there, so just got to put it together one of these years.
What's next?
We go Lake Ozark, Missouri on Wednesday.
Wow, that's a quick trip back, huh?
Yeah, I know. When it was raining, I'm like, man, we do not need this to rain out and get rescheduled, because that's going to make for a really difficult trip back to Missouri. But yeah, so we run Lake Ozark on Wednesday with High Limit, and then Friday, Saturdays, Lucas Oil with High Limit. So yeah, hopefully get back and keep this momentum from here and go get some wins.
All right, well, we'll see you back here in August.
Sounds good. See you guys.
All right, Sean, you're in the dirt. Cali Dirt.
How you doing, Sean?
Good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I can't complain, man.
That's the cock shows us right now. Well, on the 5 days, you got to win. That's big for this team, huh?
Yeah, you know, we ran 8 races, and I don't think we ran worse than 6 out of 8 races. So the consistency is there. The consistency here was good. fifth, a fourth, and a fifth, or whatever it was. And it's hard to beat. I mean, obviously you want to win and be that top 3, but we just weren't quite in that position each night. We were just hanging right there, but we did a great job.
Yeah, it's hard with these big inverts, and the qualifying is so, you know, if you qualify well, then you're starting way back, and you know, it's kind of tough, huh? But then it's all big about this night, and then you got a guy next to you here that's ripping the top like that, huh?
Yeah, Corey, I mean, I've watched him growing up. I've known him since he was a kid, and he still is a kid, but I respect the hell out of Corey and their team. All those guys over there are great people, and they're good friends of ours. They help us a lot with just ideas and tricks. So I'm happy for Corey. It's good to see him go on the road and do as well as he did in California. So we don't look as stupid getting whooped like we did last year, because he does it all over the country. So yeah, nothing to hang our head down here. The top 5's great. I'm happy for our guys. We didn't bend a Jacob's ladder all week. I mean, we were lights out, nothing broke, everything's in one piece, and yeah, we collected that win at Cottage Grove, so everything's great.
It seems like to me from a distance that you're living the best life right now as a sprint car driver. Is that true?
Yeah, you know, I have the best work-life balance with racing, my family, my work. I'm very lucky. I get to race 40 times a year, which is great for us, and it's all 410 stuff, so even better. I have an amazing team behind me, and then a great wife at home, and we keep popping out children, so I have my third on the way, and yeah, just living that family life, and just really lucky, for sure.
Who'd you like to thank?
Obviously, Roger Hamilton, Lori Hamilton, Josh Bates, Allie, Hayden, Rusty, Scotty, that whole crew. They've done a lot. You know, it's none of us fought. We were together for 2 straight weeks. That's awesome. But Diamond Plastics came on board for the Northwest stuff, so they're a great new addition to the car. Lippert Construction, as always, is our big guy at home, and he's always with us. Tyker Construction, Clavalve Co., ADS, Danny Were Sales, Mazingo Construction, and about 5,000 other ones. But those are our top ones, and I'm very thankful.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Will we see you back here for the big high limit at the end of the year?
Yeah, we're gonna run every bit of high limit and outlaw stuff, so that takes up pretty much half our schedule.
All right, well, we'll see you then.
Thank you.
This is Sean, you're in the Dirt, Cali Dirt Video. Hey, you see?
Coming in second place, Zach Wise. You catch all that, YouTube?